Hi everybody, thanks for coming in. Today I wanted to show you a teaching spread for those of you who use tarot at home. I did one of these before. It's called the Empress spread. I'll link the original one in the description box below because today I want to show a different kind of spread I use at home for self-reflection. It's still using the same Empress spread. I'll go through it very briefly with you guys. If you're interested in finding out more about how the spread works, it's in the original video, which will be linked below. This is primarily focused on feminine energy, hence the Empress spread. I'll do one to demonstrate the Emperor spread later as well. This is one I use at home for self-reflection when it comes to relationships. I don't know about you guys, but oftentimes I utilize tarot, both watching other people read it online and doing my own, focused on the energy of the other person. What are they up to? What are they thinking? What do they feel about me? But rarely do I actually take the time to reflect upon how are they affecting me? How is this relationship making me feel? How does it, like where's my head at? Where's my heart at? Am I feeling stable? It can be hard to do that, at least for myself, being a double water sign, because we tend to get awash in the experience of the relationship. And that's great. I'm just saying that every now and then taking the time to focus on how we're actually being affected by the situation can be very useful. I love tarot because it's so flexible. It can be, it's actually limitless, the ways you can utilize the tool of tarot. For myself, I find the most useful way is to utilize it in self-reflection and for self-growth. The Empress spread that I designed is for that purpose. So for today, I'm going to demonstrate how the spread can work if you're interested in doing this kind of work at home with yourself. Because after all, like I said, sometimes we can get so focused on the energy of the relationship and the energy of the other person that we don't actually take the time to figure out how it's making us feel and how all of that pursuit of their information and their feelings is causing, why are we doing that? That kind of thing, right? So I'll go through the Empress spread with you guys. I'll do a demonstration. It might apply to you or it might not. I'm not focusing on any particular energy for this. It's more like an exercise so you guys can see how it works. If the energy applies to you, that's awesome. So what I do is I find the Empress card in the deck and all four queens, which comprise the Empress. The balance of all of these energies that the queens represent are what we call Empress energy, which is how is our self-confidence, how is our mind, how is our feelings, and how is our stability. When all four of those things are in alignment, we can say, okay, we're at Empress energy, which is not something permanent. It's not like a one and done. It's more like almost a month-to-month, day-to-day, year-to-year type process. Because as we grow and new things come into our lives, we find ourselves leaning on our predilections. For myself, my predilection as a double water sign, of course, is to be the Queen of Cups. But as I always say, even though Earth is the opposite of water in astrology and in tarot, my other predilection is the Queen of Swords. She is actually the opposite of the Queen of Cups, right? We have head and heart. So what I find when I'm examining my situations or relationships I'm in, I will default more to one or two of these energies. And then the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Earth can be out of balance, hence not standing in my full power. When you're looking at this spread in terms of how a relationship is impacting you, well, the Empress in a relationship is very, very nurturing, very receptive, empowered in her ability to receive. I always say the Empress doesn't need to enforce boundaries because she knows how to handle herself no matter what the situation is. So if we're talking about in a relationship, in order to be an Empress energy with another person in your life, there has to be, a certain balance in all four of these queens, like in terms of how are you feeling? How are you thinking? How does this relationship or this person vibe with you overall? So that you can be in that energy of pure receptivity and nurturing and creativity and sensuality and all of the beautiful powers that the Empress brings to a relationship. The Empress has the ability through nurturing, through sensuality, and through empathy to uplift a relationship and create it into anything that you guys want. But if you can't sit in your full power due to an imbalance in the relationship or a perceived one that's causing you to feel a certain way, then you can't be in the energy of the Empress. So the way the progression of the Queens works towards Empress energy is first the Queen of Fire. Now, when I say a progression, you guys, it's not a hierarchy. It's not like, oh, the Queen of Wands is lesser than the Queen of Earth. Not at all. The Queen of Earth is not really functionable without the self-confidence and sensuality of the Queen of Fire. But when the progression works this way, in a relationship especially, we have the Queen of Fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. So what does that mean? That means passion. That means vision. That means creative powers. That means sexuality, sensuality. You know how when you first come into connection in a relationship with a person and that attraction forms, it has the sense of making you feel mighty powerful. And there's nothing unspiritual about finding power in your sensuality. That's a gift, as long as it's handled with the discernment of the Queen. So in the last Empress spread, I explained how the progression within the self in terms of us balancing out our own energies works. In a relationship, when you first meet a person, or it doesn't even have to be a new one, how does the relationship make you feel? How's your sexuality? How's your sensuality? How's your magic? Is this relationship compromising your self-confidence, or is it helping it? And yes, I know we always say, oh, we need to come into everything with 100% of the stuff in place. We're not going to. We're humans, and we're going to grow and learn from each other and through the process of relationship. And every once in a while in relationships, these things fall out of balance, right? And then we get to the Queen of Swords. When you first meet as somebody that has your passion and your sensuality peaked, in comes the mind. This is the discernment. How's the communication? Do you trust them? The Queen of Swords misses nothing. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's head over heart. And it's definitely head over sensuality. Unless you're a sapiosexual, and many of us are. But the Queen of Swords needs her mind engaged. She needs to be told the truth. There has to be exciting conversations and respectful discourse. How is your mind in this relationship? Do you trust? Are you interested? Are you curious? Is there respect being paid to your mind? Or are you in a state of suspicion? Look at the eyes of this Queen of Swords. I don't know if you guys can see, the lighting's not so great. She has laser focused eyes, and that owl on her shoulder implies a 360-degree vision. My voice is a little weak this morning, you guys. I've been reading a lot of cards. After the Queen of Swords comes the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This is the nurturing queen, the intuitive queen, the queen of emotions. She has the ability to enter into an emotional relationship with full confidence, knowing that she can always handle her own feelings, which is our responsibility, of course. So in a relationship, how is this Queen of Cups doing? Is she able to be vulnerable? Is she able to engage emotionally? Is she in balance? Can she trust, Queen of Swords, the relationship with her own feelings? Is it fair in a safe situation? Can she open her heart entirely to the vulnerability of the relationship? Then, after that, we get the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, this is where stability is reached, right? If the sensuality and magic of the Queen of and self-confidence of the Queen of Fire is in balance, the Queen of Swords is being respected, told the truth, and is curious and still learning, and the Queen of Cups is open, vulnerable, and nurturing, then the stability comes in. How is your stability in this situation? In terms of your physical needs, and I'm not just talking about money, although that's there, but reliability, personal confidence in the stability of the situation. Can you feel free to invest all of your resources? Are you feeling like you're being nurtured in a very practical way? Do they keep their word? Are they investing in you in a real physical way? Again, investing in your well-being. And then, of course, the Empress can come into play. Once all four of these queens in balance in a dynamic, then the Empress comes in and anything is possible. And then and only then can you offer the full gifts that you have to give. Of course, it's our responsibility to keep these queens in balance, which is what the other spread is all about. But as I mentioned, I have Venus in Leo. I'm a Cancer, Sun, Scorpio rising. So when I'm engaged in new relationships, or really any relationships, my focus tends to be all on the other person and the emotions, and kind of, like I said, the whole experience of it all becomes very ambiguous. So actually understanding the self in that interplay can get pretty complicated for me. You may or may not find use with this spread, but I sure hope you try it if you have some tarot at home. It's like I said, for me, tarot is actually a tool. And I've got nothing against you utilizing the gifts of tarot in any way. Be that to strengthen your understanding of another person, be that to see the dynamics you're in from the outside. But for me, for personal growth and self-reflection, tarot is just the perfect tool, combined with astrology, of course. All right, let me get a sip and we'll demonstrate the spread. Here, when I do it for myself at home, I do like to start off with an oracle deck just to get the overall energy of how I am and feeling in this situation. Today, I'm going to start off with the wisdom of the oracle, and let's check this out. This is for anybody, like I said, if this resonates for you and a connection you're in, then that's awesome. Take anything from it that does. I'd love to hear about your guys' experiments with this spread. I designed it to be helpful. First card down every time. Like that one decided to fall down. I got it though. New life. Awesome. So this could be you working on a new relationship that is kind of a key to your new life. It could be that you're changing a lot in your world right now and this relationship is all part of that. Sorry, you guys. The setup's not great. I'm still working on my setup in my new place. All right, let's go to the lights here and check out this Empress. Now the Empress, of course, is the overall state of where we want to be. Okay. It's the overall state of where we want to be. It's our ability, like I said, to sit in the full power of our gifts and to offer them out with all earnestness and trust. The Seven of Cups. I'm not a fan of the Seven of Cups for the Empress because that can be a state of emotional confusion. It's unlike the Empress to not understand what's happening in her own emotional realm. So there could be a lot of confusion emotionally for you right now. It could be that you're worried that you're in some kind of illusion. And I understand that because if you're in a relationship right now and beginning a whole new life with somebody and there's things that are unseen or unclear, well, the Empress just isn't going to trust. Three of Pentacles, earth energy, and it could be about building something with another person in a very practical way. You might be sitting in a state of confusion about, will this new life begin? Like, you know, the Seven of Cups here can be fantasizing as well, which is also not very Empress-like. If it is more that state for you and it's with the Three of Pentacles, that's like a combating energy. It's like, can this actually ever be built into something real? All right. You might be fantasizing about what you could build together. What number is new life? It's number 12. Well, it's a 3 and a 9, which is a 12, which reduces to 3. And that's the Empress. So you're creating your new life, but there's some uncertainty here. Let's go to the Queen of Fire. How is this situation affecting you on a self-confidence level? How's your sexuality right now? Are you feeling beautiful? Are you feeling magical? We have the Knight of Swords. Air energy. Let's get another one. It could be that you've had to draw some pretty strong boundaries. You know, the Queen of Wands, when she's feeling taken for granted, especially, can be quite feisty. And with this emotional confusion going on for the Empress, you might be like, I want some clarity and I've got some questions to ask about this situation. I want to clear it up. And the Queen, you know, the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Swords, that's like fast, impulsive communication. It can be a little sharp, could be a little to the point. So you're all fired up, and it's probably because you're like, are we building or aren't we building here? I thought we were starting this new life. Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, I'm clarifying the Knight of Swords. The Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. Oh my goodness. This Queen of Wands is probably not very pleased right now. The passionate part of you is feeling neglected. The Three of Swords to the Four of Swords, it could be that you're going through a time of silence, and that's really, this person isn't paying you enough attention. And I feel like the Queen of Wands in you, that fiery energy that is like, is this not, you know, it's very passionate when it feels taken for granted. So you want to speak about this. There's a silence here that's causing you heartbreak. Okay. And making you feel like you can't be in your power, man. I hate to see the Queen of Wands like this. The Queen of Wands is not one to hold on to heartbreak for too long. See my unconditional love video that I did. The fire signs are not ones to hold on to heartbreak because it stands in the way of their ability to create prosperity in their own life. Their magic comes from self-confidence, from personal belief, from the ability to shine. And the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords, that's not the ability to shine. After a time of integrating and thinking about where this heartbreak is coming from, this Queen of Wands in you is like, why are you ignoring me? Why is there this emotional confusion? Let's go to the Queen of Swords. Let's see. We already have the Seven of Cups, so you're confused, and the Queen of Swords hates being confused. It's like, let's get down to the bottom. I want the truth. The High Priestess, Pisces Major Arcana. The Queen of Swords is receiving, because look, okay, let me calm down. This energy is very feisty. We have the Devil, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the High Priestess. There's something happening on the intuitive level that the Queen of Swords does not like. There's a lie being told. There's illusions being cast. Maybe somebody's trying to mess with your intuition. But the Devil can be, like I said, it can be illusions. It can be fear being cast. It can be control. It could be that somebody is using your intellect against you. But whatever it is you're picking up on an intuitive level isn't great here. So the Queen of Swords is like, okay. And that ties into the Seven of Cups for sure, the Devil. Let's get one more on the Devil. Why is this Queen of Swords in the Devil energy? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles, because you've been waiting and there's silence. And you're like, I thought we were going to build this. Was this all a lie? Okay, let's see this Queen of Cups. Yeah, you sense something going on a deeper level here. It could be that, you're very wise here with this Queen of Swords and the High Priestess. I mean, that is incredibly clear and powerful intuition. And you might be picking up on the fact that this person with the Devil energy in your relationship is being put on hold for kind of an unhealthy reason. In other words, this person might be combating Devil energy in their own life. And that could be addictions. Again, it could be illusions. It could be cycles of repeated behavior or something that's holding them karmically fast. And that's what the weight is. And on the Queen of Swords level, you might know that. But the Queen of Wands is still like, this is hurting my heart. I'm not feeling valued. Let's see the Queen of Cups. How's your feelings? Also, the Queen of Cups is incredibly intuitive. Look at her here. She has her eyes closed. She's totally submersed in the water, which is your own intuition and your own feelings. Meanwhile, we have the High Priestess high at work over here, trying to understand what's going on in this situation. Queen of Cups, how do you feel? Oh, yeah, Judgment. Sag and Scorpio energy. This is about freeing yourself from something that's binding you emotionally. This is about stepping out of the shadows that weigh you down in this situation. In a sense, it's passing judgment on your own emotional investment and saying, I need to be free. That's the Sag part of the card. To expand. If the Queen of Cups can't fully engage her emotions, can't fully offer that swell, that tidal wave of feeling, then it's always going to be held back. And that's probably why the Devil could be present there as well. Why is Judgment here for the Queen of Cups? The Ace of Cups. That's what I'm talking about. That's the mother lode, the big cup. Look at how she's holding that between her two hands. The Queen of Cups protects love, and this is protecting love. And so there could be a part of you that's like, I want to expand into what my true emotional capabilities are, and I'm going to decide whether or not this situation has the potential for that to allow me to really step into that Queen of Cups energy. Could be something fairly new. We have new life up there, right? Okay, I wasn't asking the question, but I just want to show you guys. Look who popped out together. The King and Queen of Wands. There could be a lot of physical attraction in this situation. There could be a lot of chemistry. And that's why you're like feeling very hurt, because you're not being paid attention to. And again, the Queen of Wands, she gets mistreated in everyday tarot, particularly on YouTube, as being very vain. It's not that she's vain. It's that her ability to shine and to shine that light on her partner comes from being valued. If the Queen of Wands doesn't feel valued, then she doesn't feel powerful. That's just the way that energy works. The King and Queen of Wands cannot leave each other alone. Very, very attracted, very magnetic. This could be who you're dealing with. It could also be telling me that there's a very strong sexual attraction in this relationship. Let's see the Queen of Earth. Okay. Oh, yeah. I see why. Okay, isn't this interesting? The Three of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And then we have the Seven of Wands, fire. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. And then we have this Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles with Seven of Wands. This doesn't go any further. Stop right there. Because there's a situation here that you understand intuitively as the Queen of Swords. You know that this is not an exclusive situation. There's something else going on. You're picking up on it. You may not know, but you definitely know. And the Seven of Wands is like, excuse me, especially under the Queen of Earth. I do know what's good for me, and I do deserve to be valued. A third party, and I'm getting so tired of third party situations in readings. Before I sit down, I always meditate and I say, please, there's enough readers out there that are receiving this information for the people who need it. I don't want to deal with third parties, but here we are. At least the Queen of Pentacles has the self-worth, the self-value to block this situation. This relationship is not looking like it makes you feel very good if you're resonating with this. The Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands. There's too much confusion, there's too much illusion, and there's too many lies with the Devil. And the Queen of Swords knows it. She knows it. On the bottom of the deck is the World. You could be at a distance from this person. Could be looking at closing a cycle here and starting a new life somewhere else. What's under that? Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy. We have a lot of sevens coming up. There could be that this relationship is going through a shift right now. But I'm not actually here to do a relationship read with you guys. I just want to see how you're feeling about this relationship. So let's see, what else do we have? Let me reach for, do I have another deck? Well, I do. I'm going to grab the Romance Angels. That's not what I was looking for, but let's go back to the lights here for 1 second. Let's see this Devil. That the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess, man, she knows. Oh my gosh. We have the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Cups. I think the Queen of Swords is like, is this an illusion? Let's get one more, because 7 to 10 of Cups. Queen of Swords. It might be that you want to hold on to this person because the devil can be holding on. You want to wait for them still because intuitively the Queen of Swords really does believe, like I said, this could be a relationship in transition. The Queen of Swords really does see the potential for the 10 of Cups here. So you might be holding on right now. But the Queen of Earth is going, no dice on the third party. You come clean or you don't come at all. Yeah, the Hierophant. Taurus is major and the Hierophant is commitment energy. This is marriage, but more than that, it has to do with your own belief systems. How are you committed to yourself and what you want to build? It's like you do see the potential here for sure. 7 of Wands and 3 of Cups. So the Queen of Swords is like, she's in the strongest position here. Your mind is your strongest right now. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. This person could be a fair bit younger than you. The Knight of Wands is all of the knights are travelers, right? So they're like, well, I'm here today, but I'm probably going to be gone tomorrow. But you can take what you can get today. And that's coming up for the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles is like, I see you, cowboy, the whole way with this Queen of Swords, High Priestess. It looks to me like you're relying very strongly on your own intuition and your own mental discernment in this situation. And that's informing the other queens here. Like the Queen of Wands has something to say. What do you want to say? She's like, excuse me. Okay, you don't want my sunshine? Fine. 9 of Swords and 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. You could be dealing with somebody who's already committed. But the 9 of Swords is not, again, a nice place for the Queen of Wands to be in. It's too self-doubting. There's too much anxiety. There's too much, maybe I'm not pretty enough. Maybe I'm not sexy enough. Maybe I'm not wise enough. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is here. Ace of Cups and Judgment for the Queen of Cups. Oh, the 6 of Cups. Oh, I just got suddenly very emotional. The 6 of Cups is Scorpio energy. We're still in Scorpio season, as is the Queen of Cups. But the 6 of Cups, now this could be a loss of innocence. It could be that what you're looking for with this Queen of Cups is the ability to believe in love again from a very pure level. Where you're like, I don't want any more of this illusion, this third party, this anxiety, all this. I want to go back to a time when love was fresh. When I did not have to have the doubts here about what are they doing and how am I going to get hurt and all that stuff. It's the unmitigated belief in love. And the Queen of Cups loves that. But is feeling a little threatened here with Judgment. Let's see. Can you be vulnerable with this person? Oh man, 10 of Swords, air energy. This is literally a loss of emotional trust. This is literally putting it to an end, your belief in the love, which I hate to see the Queen of Cups do. And then we have the 2 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So you're sitting at a crossroads, trying to decide what to cut out of your life and what to keep, which direction to go in. The Hermit's under that Virgo energy, so you could be soul searching, trying to make that decision. Where is your truth? Where does that lie? I love seeing the Hermit and the High Priestess, because for me that's as above, so below. Taking the messages that the intuition gets and processing them through your own path. Making the decision to do that, to build a new life. This person doesn't make you feel very good. This situation, I should say. Because I hate to say this person, I haven't seen their cards. It could be all of this is affecting you in a very unique way, but that's not the important part about this spread. Ultimately, the important part is, where are you sitting in your own energy? And this is what I see in this situation, if you're resonating. So now, me being the Oracle Queen, I only have 10 decks of oracles. I would close off with a couple of oracles. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I don't do this for myself at home, but since I'm recording this reading, let's go back to the good tarot. Let's see if we can get you a word of advice. I don't love advice in tarot, but let's just see what comes out for you. The Six of Earth. Take care of yourself. Get into balance. Manage your resources as it comes to your health, your body, your money, your mind. Balance. One more. That's too many. One more. I wish this situation was a better... But you know, the Queen of Swords, like I said, is very tough here. Again, it could be that you do think that there's a possibility that this could grow into the Ten of Cups. And you're still kind of waiting and willing to wait for this person to overcome the devil, whatever that is for them. The Messenger of Swords. This can be about you wanting to communicate with this person and say, oh my gosh, we have the Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Wands is the most feisty in this reading. You're not feeling valued. And you hate to give up on the belief in love. That's very upsetting. And you might have something very strong to say in regards to that. Okay, let's go to the romance angels now. But I think, you know what, that's not, I think with the Six of Earth, what it's also saying though, is get yourself into balance, right? You don't need to put it on this person. You already know the effect it's having on you. So going in with this Knight of Swords twice and being like, listen, I don't think is going to really contribute to this Empress energy. Heart to heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. All right. Just be careful with that Knight of Swords because you're feeling very feisty. But yes, of course, maybe you want to clear up some of this Seven of Cups. It's not good enough for you to just leave it and say, well, you know, I guess it's not going there. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Could be what you're doing right now. Okay. But you are there's a lot you've got to say in this situation and you're not digging it. But again, with that Queen of Swords and the Empress, and the High Priestess, it's telling me though that your intuition is pretty on point. And we have the Ten of Cups, Nine of Cups on the board. So for yourself, intuitively, tempered with your mind, you do think that this could grow into something bigger. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, that's forever. So it could be that you're like, yeah, I know, but it's worth the fight. And that can also be the Seven of Wands, worth the fight. Okay, let's close it off with a card from the Lover's Oracle, just because me and my Oracle decks. Give thanks for the blessing of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. That's very good advice, especially new blessings, new life. And again, it could be that you see that with this relationship. But right now, you're not feeling too good. So that could be why the Knight of Swords is coming in and being like, we got to clear this up because I'm not feeling valued. All right, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. The spread is looking inside yourself to examine what's causing you to feel this way. All right, you guys, I hope that helped. I hope you guys try it. It is very interesting. There's several other ways I use this spread for myself at home. I'm going to do a New Year's one with you guys, of course, as we get closer to that. I'll talk to you very soon, my friends. Take care for now. Bye.